Good evening and thank you for being here for KION News at 10. Tonight, the push for rent stabilization and tenant protection in Salinas. Over the last few hours, City Council discussing the details and criteria of this program meant to help tenants. The city says with this program, the 3 draft ordinances are being brought forward surrounding rent stabilization, tenant protection, and just cause eviction. KION's Austin Castro has been following this program, and he joins us now live from Salinas City Hall. Austin, where does this discussion currently stand?
Well, Danya, even at this hour, people inside still lined up for public comment, very eager to discuss this topic that they're very passionate about. And it all comes after City Council reviewed and discussed the report and ordinance that could have a lasting impact on tenants and landlords here in Salinas. It was a packed house in Salinas' council chambers Tuesday night, roughly 100 people showing up urging the city to move forward with protection for renters.
We're seeing abuses from landlords to tenants in a way that really is taking advantage of a power dynamic where we're trying to fight against that and say, this is where tenants have the right, they are humans and a place to live.
Multiple organizations for housing rights gathered outside City Hall prior to the discussion. That includes youth leader Genesis Mojica, who's looking to educate those in her group about this issue.
We got about 15 youth here representing the youth voices. So, just because this is usually an adult conversation, we made sure to have the youth here to represent themselves and just to understand how important our housing is.
The city adds they've been engaging with tens of thousands of people since the program was first introduced last October. During the report, City Council broke down the details behind the program, including rent stabilization and increase limits. They also pointed to data showing rent growth has exceeded income growth. Still, some people during public comment spoke out against the proposed program.
By all means, past the anti-harassment component, I don't think anyone's in disagreement that no one should be harassed. But I think there's a lot of work to be done to better consider the implications of the rent stabilization ordinance.
For many in attendance, they say they hope their presence shines a light on this important issue in Salinas. Now, this discussion began at 7 p.m. and we are still following this ongoing topic. And in terms of the timeline, now, if City Council does agree on the criteria for this program, it could be brought forward for a final draft ordinance, or ordinances, that is, on September 10th. And from there, the adoption of those ordinances would be scheduled for September 24th. Reporting in Salinas, Austin Castro, KION News Channel 46.